Personal story segment tonight. What does Bob Beckel think about government snooping? Well, here he is to tell us. Snooping, right? That's what this is when it comes right down to it. They're snooping around.
They're snooping around and they're invading our civil liberties. And ever since we went through 9/11, with the start of the Patriot Act, we have passed more legislation creating more of these investigative units that every time they do something, they invade our civil liberties. We don't know what they're doing exactly, but I know this. The Fourth Amendment is very clear. And what they're doing now is clearly unconstitutional.
So you're teed off like the ACLU. You're in their camp. All right, so now many in your party are not. I mean,
yes, they're not. I can't believe they're not.
President Obama, I mean, he thinks this is a worthy program and he needed to track these terrorists down. Are you surprised at his stance?
Well, I'm surprised that he would defend something. If it's so worthwhile, why don't you name us one or two people who got caught?
Well, they have done that today in their hearings, and we have a soundbite where he is the head of the National Security Agency is trying to do that. Roll the tape.
Great harm has already been done by opening this up, and the consequence, I believe, is our security is jeopardized. There is no doubt in my mind that we will lose capabilities as a result of this, and that not only the United States, but those allies that we have helped will no longer be as safe as they were 2 weeks ago. Some of these are still going to be classified and should be, because if we tell the terrorists every way that we're going to track them, they will get through, and Americans will die.
All right, so he's saying basically that they have stopped a bunch of terror attacks.
No, he hasn't. He didn't say that.
He did in subsequent testimony,
okay.
And they point to the New York City, they wanted to blow up the subways, and then it was a Brooklyn Bridge thing. Now, they obviously didn't get the Boston guys, but you have to say that these guys are trying to protect us, right? They don't have...
Yeah, I give them credit for trying to protect us, but this program has gone back well into the 50s. If there's not an intelligent community in the world that doesn't know the ways and means and methods of what we do here, everybody understands the NSA picks these things out of the air, and it's not new to people. What is new is the wholesale collection of these things by average Americans who have no indication that they're terrorists.
All right, so if you had known about all this back in November, would you still have voted for President Obama?
It would have been a tough call.
That's how mad you are?
That's how mad I am. Look, I've seen these things when I was in the Carter administration. I've seen the intercepts come in. In every case, there were people who were trying to do damage to the United States and the national security interests of the United States. In this case, I've not seen one thing, as I said. He said he may have some examples. But look what happened with the FBI. They missed Fort Hood. They missed 9/11. They missed the Boston Marathon. I mean, these people are going to get through. And I don't care how much stuff we put up in front of them. Some of them are going to seep in. And why are we closing down our beautiful cities, putting Jersey barriers up? For what? We locked the front door of the Supreme Court for the first time in history? What is that all about?